Steve Bannon. As of Friday, he is now on pace to spend the coming election day inside a federal prison. I'll show viewers here the news Friday. Trump White House aide Steve Bannon, his conviction for defying Congress over Jan 6, very similar to what Peter Navarro did, has now been affirmed by the appeals court. It would only take an unusual Supreme Court intervention to help him. We should note the Supreme Court did not do so on a similar charge against Navarro. He could surrender to prison for what he was sentenced, Michael, 4 months in federal prison. That is a significant accountability for a very powerful person. He's also very rich, multimillionaire, close to the president, got help with the use of Trump's pardon power in the past. We have no reason to think the current president would intervene that way, to say the least. Right. Your thoughts?
No, hey, accountability is a you-know-what, right? Yeah, when you're held accountable, you're going to pay, right? And your time is 4 months and some days. Do it. That's what the judges decided. The appeals court has affirmed it. And now you've got to pay for that. What is the great irony here is that all these people going to jail for Donald Trump, and yet they still are beholden to him in many instances. Bannon is not going to stray that far away. Weisselberg, not once but twice, taking the shot for Donald Trump. And yet Donald Trump proves to me yet again he is the weakest link. He is the one who is not man enough to take and hold himself accountable and say, okay, come after me, let's do it. Finding ways to delay, obfuscate, lie, challenge, and go after the system and the judges and their families and the court personnel because he's scared. He's scared. And yet, these others have gone to jail. They've held their heads up, and they're doing it for Trump. So I'm curious as whether or not Donald Trump is going to do it for himself. You're going to hold your head up, Donald, and take what comes from this jury. You've gotten some breaks. They've delayed the other cases to the point where they're probably not going to happen this year. So this is going to be a real interesting accountability moment, which tacks back, Ari, to how we started the conversation, why the selection of this jury was so important, and why the storytelling that we've seen unfold by the prosecution, with very little rebuttal, by the way, by the defense along the way. I mean, there was that one session where they didn't even the Judge Merchan was like, you had some moments where you should have objected, right?